What's up, everybody? Old school back yet again. Title of this video right here is Al Bundy inadvertently inspired Mgtow. Al Bundy had inadvertently inspired Mgtow. Now, late 80s, roughly like 1987, 1988, somewhere around there was a legendary show I used to watch, sitcom, called Married with Children. And I used to watch this show when I was like about 7, 6, up to when I was like 9, 10 years old, right? And watch the reruns, when I was in my teenage years and coming of age, you know what I'm saying? It's called Married with Children, right? Most of y'all may know this show, especially old heads. Now, this was the show, right? That was the prerequisite of Mgtow. You know what I mean? It didn't really inspire Red Pill, but it inspired Mgtow. You know what I'm saying? The offshoot of the Red Pill. Like, or subsector of Red Pill, whatever, you know what I mean? That show was so prophetic, man. It was like a prophecy. And it just told you about shit that was just going on, like that we going through modern day. Like, okay, you got Al Bundy, right? The guy that kind of like, he's alpha. He want to do what he want to do. He the man of the house. Everything for the most part goes his way or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And he started a group called No Ma'am, right? Where they was like, they had a little what you call it, the little target or whatever on the chest, and it was like it crossed out no ma'am or something. It was pretty much like anti-feminism or whatever, and he spoke out against feminism, even though the show is fiction and it's comedic, it's comedy, but it's real shit, right? Speaking on feminism, his arch rival, right, was Marcy Darcy. She was the feminist. She was like really the feminist on the show. You know what I mean? Masculine acting and shit, and always barking at dudes and shit. Trying to overcome men and shit. Al Bundy wasn't having that. He even started a movement, which was the No Man movement. You know what I mean? To combat Marcy Darcy's feminism. Now, you got Marcy Darcy's husband. She had two husbands. The first one was it Steve or Jeff? I think the first one was Steve, right? Steve was he wasn't like having it, you know what I'm saying? And he wasn't going for the games and shit, you know what I mean? And whatnot. He was the purple pill guy. Like, he was blue pill with red pill elements, and he was just kind of like, I'm not feeling this shit. I shouldn't really marry this bitch. You know what I mean? So I guess they had a divorce, whatever. Then her second husband, Jefferson, blue pill beta as fuck. He was always, yes, honey, yes, dear, nose all up her ass and shit. You know what I mean? Being a complete simp. You have that going on today. And Bud Bundy, Al Bundy's son, he was the fucking incel, the TFLer, the True Force Lonely type of guy. You know what I mean? He always had trouble with hooking up with chicks and couldn't get chicks, and was just a complete lame, a complete omega, a complete beta or incel. Well, he wasn't really beta. He was more of an omega. You know what I mean? I'm gonna break those personality traits down later in another video. But anyway, yeah, he was a complete fucking incel. Now you have the sister. You know what I mean? What's her name? Kelly Bundy. She was a complete thought. Everything she did was thought. Wearing revealing clothing and everything. You know what I'm saying? And you have what you have now, the thought culture. Peg Bundy, Al Bundy's wife, was, she was the lazy bitch. The bitch didn't want to do nothing. She thought she was just too good to work and sitting back, you know what I mean, trying to eat off Al, and you know what I mean, and you know what I'm saying, just being lazy and shit, you know what I mean. And that's the equivalency to what you see in a lot of modern day women. That's kind of like, lazy as fuck, right? Um, yeah, I kind of went through most of the characters or whatever, but that show, like I say, that show came out in the late '80s, early '90s or whatever, and it was so prophetic, and it kind of like transcend. It's kind of like transcend time, you watch that show and then you just see what goes on right now. It's kind of like mind boggling seeing shit was going on back then on some old television shit, some fiction shit, and you see that shit now. Goofy shit. So if you haven't seen that shit before, go watch it. It'll surprise you. Old school out.